there, welcome back and thanks for joining me. All my supplies and equipment are down in the description box below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, hit that notification bell, and likes, comments, and questions are always welcomed. All right, let me introduce everybody. Tim Holtz Media Mat. It's a Tonic Studios is what it has on it. Absolutely love it. It's glass, so things aren't going to stick to it. They're not going to get stained. This is my favorite part. I can put my palette over here for my alcohol inks. I can work from this if I'm using a brush or a micro brush or something like that. I can use it straight from here. To clean it, you just take alcohol, wipe it down. Same thing with watercolor. You can put your colors out, use this as your mixing area. It's pretty awesome. So this I do love. Now, this is a big old guy. This is a model TC320. Absolutely love it. Now, the one that I have listed is just the machine. You buy this separate. It's cheaper that way. You buy the set, I don't know why it's higher, but anyway, that's my thing. I'm going to get it cheaper, so I bought these separately. I don't need all the extra stuff it comes with. If you do, then the set is going to be your best deal. All right, so it's got your holder for 2. It's got your dial so you can know how many PSIs you have, and moisture catcher. Now, right now, this didn't do me a whole lot of good because it is ridiculously humid here. So, yeah, that works well most of the time. Okay, the other thing I'm using is Tim Holtz blowing tool. Love this thing. I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I thought that was kind of a ridiculous thing until I got one, and oh my goodness, I use it all the time. I love it. So, Tim Holtz blowing tool. All right, let's get rolling. So, always put paper towel down. You never know. Now, this is a glossy photo paper. It's a Kirkland's. I've already got something on it. Let's get another one. So, they don't make this anymore, but there are a couple out there that do have good paper that we can use. Now, we use the back side of the photo paper because the glossy side is meant to take in ink, so it pulls it in and holds it. That's what your pictures go on. We want to use the back. It's got a plastic coating, so the alcohol ink just kind of rides on top until it dries. So that's what we want. Now, what I have found, and I do a lot of cards, is I use the Amazon Basics glossy photo paper. This is a 5x7. I do 4x6 cards. I have to cut this down, but that's a small price. They don't have a smaller one. They do not have bigger ones. Hopefully not yet. I hope they get them in because this is really comparable. So I've been really happy with that. So if you're doing cards, check this one out. Okay. Now, we're going to put our purple down first. That's our biggest flower. We're going to work down and fill it in with the little flowers. So I'm going to put one going right here. So I'm going to take my purple twilight. And hold on, I've got to write down Blanco. So I'm using Blanco here too. There we go. Now I do have those in these type of bottles. I couldn't ever find anything. He's shaking up. I couldn't ever find anything that I really like to dispense it out of. And quite honestly, I'm not buying it in the little bitty bottles. I buy it in the 4 ounces. So kudos to Pinata for bringing 4 ounces out. I really appreciate that. So I found this one does well. It doesn't clog back up. I did use something that would clog and then I'd have to change it. So this one, I just barely open this and I close it every time I use it. So hopefully that right there. If not, I'll open it a little some more and we're ready to go. So got my blowing tool ready. All right, here's something I do want to show you. Let me get one of my small pages out. Okay. Backside. There's two ways of doing this. Put the white down first, then the purple, or ink. Put the ink down, then the white. That's what we're going to look at. So here's your white. There's your purple. When you get it where you want it, I just kind of stop it and kind of blow it. Then let it get dried. Kind of gets dull when it gets dry. Okay. There's that. Now, this is the ink first. Then the white. Now, don't look so much at the difference in color because I probably used more white ratio here than here, but look at how it did. I think I can do better. Let's do that. Let's do another one. I want to give you a really good. There, that's a better one. All right, see how it kind of gets white right here? So you got dark, gets a little white and goes like that. This one starts out light and then goes darker. That's your two differences right there. So depending on what look you want is which one you'll put down first. So play with that. That's a lot of fun to mess with. And when I kind of discovered that, I was like, I have a whole new different thing to play with now. So yeah, that one typically is my go-to. I just like it. All right, back to here. Now, ideally, I try to do 2 drops. Now, sometimes I don't, but that's what I'm going for. Now, I know that's wonky, but hey, that's just how that flower's landing. Got a little wet spot right here. Let me get that. Okay. All right. There's one. Let's see. I'm going to do the other one maybe. I don't know if I want to do them like that or maybe, I don't know. Let's do, whoops. There. Now the white wipes off really good, so that's a good one. I guess I'm gonna do one right here, maybe. Let me think this through. Let me do that. Now I like it right there, so I'm going to kind of go around it and hopefully dry the very edge of everything so it won't keep traveling for me. Let's do this one here. I typically do 3, but for some reason I'm really wanting this full, so I don't know. But I've got leaves, so yeah, let's put one right here. All right, I kinda, geez, do I want one down there? Hmm. Well, you already know what it looks like. I don't. Geez. Yeah, I think I am. All right, I'm gonna swing this around. Put one like right there. Now, something I have learned in teaching some classes is that one of the harder things about using this is keeping it still. I see people doing this and they're like, it's not working. Well, yeah, it is. You just got to point it to your ink. When I'm doing this, one, I'm keeping it in a straight line, unless I'm wanting to, work it one way or the other. But I'm keeping it maybe an inch and a half above the paper, and I've got it at a 40 degree. So if this is my paper, I'm doing this with it. So you can see how far I'm off the paper, and it's at a 45. I don't do it like this unless that is what you're going after, is the look that that causes. Um, so depending on what you're doing, but in this case, it's a 45. You want to practice on when you're blowing it. See how that's not moving much? Now I can use it like that. It moves a little bit more, but you use it however you can with your hands. And sometimes there's weakness in hands, and this thing's hard to use. But practice keeping this as still as possible. That's going to help you out more than anything. Understanding how you push things, and you can't do this and expect it to all look like it was blown that way. I've seen that where people have gone all the way around and they're like, mine doesn't look like that. I'm like, well, don't, I can't go all the way around. You've got to constantly do this until you want to start drying the edges. Then I come over here and puff it just a little bit, just to get that edge dried, where then I can go in and dry the whole thing. So practice on that. That was the part that had me losing my head when I first got this, because I couldn't control it. I might as well have used my feet. But practice. You'll get it. You'll get steady with it, and you won't even think about it anymore. Okay. Let's go with the next biggest flower is going to be the cranberry. Let's go with that. Um, what I want to do, I'm going to put hopefully one drop of cranberry and one drop of the Blanco. Um, I may put some here and here. I don't want them straight across from each other. So I think I'm going to put some red here and then coming up like this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to put this. Let me get this ready too. Just one drop. And one drop. I'm going to kind of just poof on it, not blow it hard, because I just kind of want it to do that. Let's see, let's do one here. Whoops, that is a lot. I don't want all that much. All right, now I'm going to move this down just a little bit. There. Now I've gotten it as big as I want it, so now I'm just going to keep working and barely poofing all the way around. And as the lines dry, it'll make it look like it's dimensional. Now that one, obviously, I got more ink than white. That's okay. I'm going to do some here. This kind of reminds me of those flowers. What are those that go up the stalk? Gladiolas? They remind me of that. Okay, I am done with the Blanco. Done with the cranberry. Now, let's do, I'm gonna grab a cheap little tray. And I could put it on this, but it just spread and I wouldn't. I need it to puddle because I want to use okay. I'm going to use a little tray here to just kind of put some of that in there because I want it to kind of puddle. If I put it on this, it would spread out. And I'm going to use a little stylus or dotting tool with the little ball on the end. Now, if I added alcohol to this, it's going to make it spread a whole lot more. This isn't going to spread as much, so I don't want to mix alcohol with it. But I'm going to make little blueberries, or not blueberries, but you know, blue little flowers. I will make them far enough apart so when they expand, they won't just combine with the next one and spread out too much. And see, just something weird like that. Now this is going to dry, so I'm going to have to keep adding some ink to it. There's that. Let's put one here. I'm going to use a smaller one because there's a lot of ink getting on this one where I just added new to it. Well, let's put one down here. Do I want to put a third one? Yeah, I think I will. There. All right. Kind of want something red up there, do I? Might as well. Might as well. All right, that Blanca, open it back up just a little bit. But I'm only going to put two. I think one right here. Maybe, I almost need two, don't I? Because I kind of like that because I'm going to put stems and leaves. Yeah, I need to put another one. It just needs something. Needs a buddy. All right. That's it. We're going with it. That's it. Now, going to do the, where's my sap green? Well, I don't see my sap green. What have I done with all this stuff? All my faves. I must have done something. All right, I've got sap green. We'll put some right here. This is acrylic ink. Now this one happens to be the latex. Usually I use this one. I can't find it, so I don't know what I did with it, but this works good too. But acrylic ink is a little silkier than acrylic paint. It flows better. Now I'm going to use this. This is, I love this. This is a Princeton Catalyst 04 Mini. I like it. I use this one also. I like it too. They're same size. This is a Catalyst W01. I like it too. You know, it's play with both. See which one you like. Now I don't want to sop it up to where it's dripping, so I come over and kind of tap it until I like the amount that's on there. And what I'm going to do is put leaves in first. I'll put stems in last, because sometimes you don't even need a stem. You just understand it's there because it's behind a leaf. Let's go one up here. And I'm just going to do one like that. One like that. Now this is a little brighter than the one I usually use, but I kind of like it. I mean, it flows with the other ones. Let's see. As far as stems, just need to indicate some stuff. It's soaking into my paper. And I'm just putting marks down. You're going to understand what they are. I actually like that not being much on there. There. I kind of want more now. Something to use really for this is like the back of labels. That's really neat. All right, I think I'm gonna quit. Actually, no, I'm not gonna quit. I need to do the blues. I need to put little stems here and there. Not major, just a little bit. I'm gonna use this, dab it in there. I've gotten into not really making it perfect, just to indicate. It's amazing how the eye goes, yeah, okay, I buy that. Okay. But yeah, I've started doing that lately, not actually connecting anything, but you understand they're connected. All right. Huh. I'm liking this. So I hope this gave you some good ideas, some different way of doing things, some more things to play with. And I hope you put them all together and mix them up and just have fun with it. So I appreciate it, and God bless.